Well, today marks 1 year since the deadly collapse of the Champlain Towers South in Surfside, Florida, just north of Miami Beach. 98 people were killed when the tower gave way in the middle of the night.
And 1 year later, the cause of that collapse is still under investigation. Manuel Bojorquez is in Surfside, where the community is honoring the victims. Manny, good morning.
Good morning to you. At 1:22 a.m., the time of the collapse, the families of the victims gathered here at the now empty site for a private vigil. A ceremony today will also include the First Lady Jill Biden. And though the day will be full of grief, one survivor's story is also providing hope.
Something's going on here. You got to get us out of here.
Okay, you're in your apartment right now?
Yes, but half the building's gone.
From the pile of crumbled concrete and steel that minutes earlier was Champlain Towers South, only 3 people emerged alive. Among them, 16-year-old Devin Gonzalez.
I remember falling for a brief second, yeah, and then I just blacked out.
Good job.
Miami CBS station WFOR has for months followed Devin's physical and emotional recovery, and that of her mother Angela, who also was rescued from the rubble.
When I see videos of the collapse, it's still shocking for me because my mind just always goes to how did we even survive that?
Waking up to the building's rumbling, Angela grabbed Devin and believes to have run towards the unit's front door when the floor split in half, causing them to fall more than 60 feet onto the debris. Devin's father, Edgar, would not survive.
I'm pretty sure he would give me like words of encouragement, but I don't know. Go a little bit faster.
Devin's injuries included a compound leg fracture.
6, good.
Hope has come in the drive of returning to the sport she loves, volleyball, step by step,
good,
hop by hop.
From like a traumatic perspective, it's like I didn't lose everything.
It's a bright spot in what has otherwise been a painful year, with victims' families still waiting to find out exactly what caused the collapse. Federal investigators are examining concrete slabs and columns, but say a full report may not be complete until 2024. And after initially failing to pass a condo safety law, Florida lawmakers did so during a special session last month. The law requires condo associations to set aside money for repairs and certain condo buildings to be inspected and recertified at 30 years old or 25 years if they are within 3 miles of the coast. State Senator Jason Pizzo, who represents the area, pushed for the law, but says the state must now devote resources and funding to make it work.
A lot of my colleagues are not going to get any votes out of this. There really is no intrinsic value to it other than being the right thing to do for life safety.
A judge has now finalized a $1 billion settlement for the families impacted by the collapse. There are still disagreements about where a permanent memorial should go or what should happen at the site. We do know that it is set to be sold to a developer from Dubai.
You really get a sense of the resilience of that young woman, that survivor. It's quite incredible. This building had an audio warning system. Why didn't it alert each unit before the collapse? Because I understand there is also a sister tower where people still live.
Well, that is all part of the investigation. We do know that an officer's body cam video captured a conversation with a security guard after the collapse in which she said that she heard the rumblings minutes before the main collapse happened and thought it was a problem with the elevator, but did not hear an alarm. The New York Times is reporting that guard said she wasn't properly trained on how to use the alarm system to press the button that would send some sort of signal into the units. The theory being if that had happened, possibly that lives could have been saved.
It's really impressive that they have been able to agree on $1 billion settlement within the year. Typically, these things take a very long time, years, because you have to determine the cause and who's responsible, right? Who's supposed to be paying. So, Manny, where are we with this investigation and why this happened?
Well, interestingly enough, in that settlement, the people who are paying, the companies that were paying, have not admitted any fault, and there are no findings as to exactly what caused the collapse. Many families are saying they're happy that settlement has been done and they can start to move forward. As far as the investigation, a lot of it seems to be focusing, we've seen investigators trying to recreate, rebuild some of the concrete columns. They will be studying the composition of the concrete, of course, and the rebar to see if it was done the way that it should have been done. Also looking at the blueprints, the way it was built, all of those things. At this point, however, no one is willing to say it was one thing or one thing in particular. It could be many things. But again, we may not know that for sure until another possibly 2 years.
Wow. Manny, thank you very much.
Thank you.